What's good, Spurs Nice? Your boy Clan, the Spurs fan, here with a brand new video for you. I did get some news from CG today. Let's talk about it. So let me wait for a few people to get in the chat as always, and we're gonna discuss what I've heard today. And I already put it on the caption, so I'm sure people are gonna jump straight in like, what, for real? Yeah, I heard it. Yo, what's up, man? You are the GOAT, no cap. Thanks, man. Eric, what's good? What's good, man? All right, so I heard from CG. He sent a message out to a lot of us, and he said that the teams that are going to pursue Al Horford or expected to pursue Al Horford are the Mavericks, the Nets, the Rockets, and obviously the Spurs. I also saw other reports, outside of CG that said the Mavericks are the front runners to land him. It got me thinking. So the Spurs are he says that they're expected to pursue Al Horford, which rightfully so they should be. I was actually one of the people. Is my windshield cracked? No, it's not. Yeah, I was one of the people that said that he would just be too expensive. But I'm starting to think it through, and I'm starting to think about how everything is lining up. And this is just me thinking out loud. It could be completely right. It could be completely wrong. But I have a theory. And this is without me looking at the caps, because I went straight on. I did not look at the caps for how much this will cost, how much this costs. But it's making me think. So earlier this season, if you remember, I got on here and I told you guys what CG's told us, and he said that the San Antonio Spurs want to, or they are going to explore trading LA for Andrew Wiggins in the summer. During the off season. Now, I didn't necessarily agree with it at the time, but as the season went on, I went and asked him again, hey, is this still a thing? He said that talk died down. But let's just have fun with that. So right now, we know that the Timberwolves are looking to trade Andrew Wiggins, and they're looking to trade their draft pick. I also said that CG told me and others that the Spurs are also wanting to move up in the draft so they could get Rui Hachimura. I said it right this time because everybody kept getting on me for saying Rui. It's Rui Hachimura. So what if, and this is me without looking at the caps, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know the caps. I don't know the salaries on the Timberwolves side. But what if the Spurs packaged a trade for LA, Marco Bellinelli, which Marco's taking up about, no, how much money is Marco taking up? No, that's Bertans that's taking up $7 million. I don't know. I think it's pretty inevitable at this point that we can't keep all our guards. So that's why I said Marco. So what if we did Marco and LA, or LA and Bertans, possibly? Because remember earlier this season, oh my God, everything's coming to me. I'm thinking out loud now. I'm thinking out loud. Okay. Also during the season, I mentioned that the Spurs were gonna thinking about getting rid of Bertans as well, or trading Bertans as well. And it made me really upset about it because I made that petition for Bertans, and I'm hearing that stuff from CG. CG, he basically just says what he's hearing from a lot of people, as far as his sources. So these are rumors. This isn't things that's just definite, but it is fun to talk about. So what if they packaged LA and Bertans, which is 30-some million, right? About 22. Yeah, it'd be about 30 million. I think it's about right at 30 million, or a little above 30 million. What if you traded LA and Bertans for Wiggins and 11th pick, and you also gave them your 19th and 29th pick? Would you take that? Because you get Rui Hachimura. We get rid of 2 contracts that's not, well, I'm not going to say Bertans isn't panning out. Bertans even said himself that he was overpaid. But what if you got rid of that contract, got rid of LA's contract, brought in Wiggins, and you guys could tell me how much Wiggins is making, because I actually don't know how much Wiggins is making, with Rui Hachimura, and then you go after Al Horford? Would that not be sick? And from what we're hearing is that the Spurs are really searching for a power forward, We haven't even heard a lot of like them searching for centers, but more than likely they're going to try to get a center. But for the most part, they've been looking for power forwards. I personally think, just from all the hints that I'm hearing, not just from CG, just like reports that come out, people saying who they worked out with, who the Spurs are looking for. They're looking for a scoring power forward. What if the Spurs are looking to get rid of LA? And I'm just throwing that out there. I know that whole DeMar DeRozan thing was a thing where people were like, oh, we're going to trade DeMar DeRozan. That's not going to happen. That was somebody's opinion. But what if they are looking to trade LA? Like, would you guys be down for that? Now, I see some of these comments. Let me see. Because a lot of people got something to say about Wiggins. So I'm gonna mention that in a minute. I'm gonna tell you my thoughts on Andrew Wiggins in a minute. We only have mid-level exception if we re-sign, which is about 9.4. Okay, I thought it was 9.2. You're probably right. I like Al, but how old is he? I don't know how Al is. Let's keep 29 though. A lot of people have been saying that. We have the 49th pick too. Yeah, we have the 49th. We have the 19th, we have the 29th, and we have the 49th. And I know 49th seemed like it's an awful pick, but the Spurs have made magic happen with those late draft picks. Oh, he's 33. Okay. How will Wiggins work if we have DeRozan at small forward? Well, more than likely Wiggins will be put at no, Wiggins would be put at. Damn, that's a good point. Wiggins would have to run power forward if that was the case. Yeah, if that was the case. All right, let me give my thoughts on Wiggins. So, here's my thing. I'm not a big Wiggins fan. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't care for Wiggins at all. If I'm being completely honest, I think that Wiggins don't have heart. If I'm being completely honest, I think Wiggins is a very, very, very raw talent. But I say that to say this. If it came down, and I'm not saying it is, but we're just talking hypotheticals here. We're all Spurs fans. We're all NBA fans. Let's just talk hypotheticals. Screw all the what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. At the end of the day, Spurs going to do what they're going to do. But let's just say, hypothetically speaking, if I had to choose between, at this point, this is me as a Spurs fan, if I had to choose between LaMarcus Aldridge and Andrew Wiggins, I'm choosing Andrew Wiggins, because Andrew Wiggins have not necessarily been on the platform in which he can show all of his talent or he can show all of his heart. He has not been in big games. I think that the group that he has around him isn't the best, but at the same time, I think when it comes to Andrew Wiggins, I think he is kind of a kind of calm, chill guy. I think that he can be a little soft, and I think that he's a raw talent. But aren't these the same criticisms that we always give LA? We say that LA is inconsistent. We say that LA don't have heart. We say that LA is soft. These are the same criticisms. So if I'm going to take a younger guy in Wiggins and see what... Because the thing is, with LA, he's been with us for several years now. He's met his cap. Like, he's not going to get better than what we saw last season. And if his best is totally disappearing and making a crucial mistake in a Game 7 versus an inexperienced team, if that is the best we're going to get out of LA, that's the best we're going to get out of LA. And it also turns me off that during the season he started talking about how he wants to go back to Trailblazers, and maybe possibly he could be with his baby Dame Lillard. Look, if that's the best we're going to get out of LA, sure, that I'm just going to leave it there. That's the best we're going to get out of him. But with Andrew Wiggins, as many criticisms as I have with Andrew Wiggins, I will be fair. He hasn't had a Popovich. He hasn't been in a great situation. He hasn't been in a great franchise. He hasn't been with a coach that's going to hold him accountable. He hasn't been in a franchise that will force you to grow up. I am willing to give the young guy a chance who I give the same criticism of our veteran. That's just me. So if it came to, and that's a hypothetical. I'm not saying it would happen, will happen, can't happen, I don't know. But hypothetically speaking, I would take Andrew Wiggins over LA any day, any time of the week. Any time of the week. Um, you say I like Patty though. I don't know what people say about Patty, but here's the thing with Patty. Um, it's kind of inevitable. Like I said, it's kind of inevitable at this point that we're gonna have to get rid of a guard. I mean, it's somebody's gonna have to get traded or packaged, or something's gonna have to happen with these guards. Um, Patty Mills is not one of them, and I know a lot of people don't want Patty. I know a lot of people think Patty should go, and Patty this, that, and the third. Patty is still the heart of this team. You don't want to get rid of the heart of this team. And I know that his contract is not the best, but I will say this: for what Patty brings to the team, he is worth every dime. But the reason why I say that is only because when you see a Bryn Forbes and you see how great Bryn Forbes played this season, and you see how confident he was going into the postseason, and you see how he showed up in a game 7, that wouldn't have been possible without Patty Mills. So I really do believe that Patty Mills is worth every dime, but the problem is we don't really have the money or enough talent to compensate for it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a tough situation. I wish we could change his contract for sure, but I know that Patty's worth it, and I have a hard time seeing Popovich and RC Buford going away from Patty Mills at this point. I just don't see that happening. He's worth it. We won a championship with him. He's one of the last guys left. He literally is the last guy left from 2014. You know, unless you count Marco, but Marco left and came back. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Horford looking for a bag. Can somebody tell me, y'all? Do me this right now. Who are we drafting tomorrow? Man, I won't be surprised they got Cameron Johnson. Hey, y'all, do me a favor. Exactly, Tiffany. Exactly. We also need meals for the HEB commercials. That is the most important thing. The HEB commercials. What the hell would the HEB commercials be without Patty Mills, y'all? Real talk. What would they be? Then the one where it was cooking with Tony, and when Patty Mills picked up that knife and he said, "Can I use my knife?" That is hilarious, and it would not be the same without him. So hey, we need him. Can somebody tell me something? How much is Wiggins making? Can y'all tell me that? Like, what's Wiggins' contract looking like? Cooking with Tony was fun. It really is. The crocodile one. Yeah, the 33 million. That's how much he's making. 33 million. What type of contract? Like 24, 26 million. I think 24 mil a year. Okay, 24 million. So it would be the same as LA. Damn, I don't know if will we have money for it? How much do you think Al Horford would want? 4 years? Does he have 4 more years? He just signed last year, so he has 4 more years. You think Al Horford would cost about 27 million? Damn. Oh, damn. Okay. Shit. Yeah, I don't see how we would even get Al Horford. If you say 27 million, because I'm thinking, okay, just open up some space. But you said that Wiggins is making about 24 mil. You get rid of LA's contract. I mean, he would just basically just take on LA's contract. We could have about 16 million for him. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. But Al Horford also won a championship, though. Al Horford also wants a championship. That seems like one of the most important things. He's gonna make 27.5 next year. That's how much Wiggins is gonna make next year. Y'all, I'm being honest. I would trade LA for Wiggins, but that's just me. I can't really think of a reason why Timberwolves would want LA. That's another problem that I'm having with this. I don't know why they would really want him. 27, 29, 31, and 33. Woo! don't know. LA is better than Wiggins. Hey y'all, I'm sorry. Look, I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people where I don't have any faith in LA. I'm sorry. I did. I rooted for him. I had his back this entire time, but I'm sorry. I do not have any faith in LA no more. I'm sorry. I just really don't. I want to, but I really don't. LA is not a fighter. That's how I feel. It's nothing there showing me that LA can bring. Because here's the problem with LA, and I said it before, and I'll say it again. The problem that I have with LA is the fact that he will, like, he wants to be the number one guy, and I don't mean it like in an ego way. I don't think it's like him being egotistical. No, he's not a huge ego guy, but I think that in order for his game to be at its best, he has to be the number one option. He needs the offense to run through him. And our offense right now has two modes. It's either the beautiful basketball, passing it around, where DeMar DeRozan basically has the ball, or it's give it to LA and let him go to work. If you go to LA and let him go to work, 50%, 60% of the time, maybe I'll give him 60% of the time, we're going to be successful. But it seems like with LA, it seems like he has to be the number one option. He can't be the number two option, because once he becomes the number two option, his mind is totally not in the game anymore. And you could even see that in Game 7, where they had to go away from LA, let DeMar DeRozan go to work, let Bryn Forbes go to work, because LA was just totally not there. Even Popovich even had to write up some plays just to get LA in the game. Just give him some easy dunks, give him some easy layups. He had to write up sets just for LA. And it still wasn't enough, because by the end of the game, LA just had a total just brain fart. So I'm sorry, I just have a hard time trusting him, because if he's a number one option, he ain't it. If he's a number two option, his mind is gone. Like I just can't trust it. I can't trust it. It's not like with Tim Duncan, where Tim Duncan was the number one option, but he's so in tune with every single aspect of the game at all times, till when he became the third, fourth option, he was still going to work. He was still doing the little things it took to win a championship. So I don't know, man. I have a hard time trusting LA. You said LA is still a top 5 power forward. He's a nightmare matchup because of his mid range. I got you, Rue, but I love LA as a person, and even as a player. This year, I feel like he reached his cap. I mean, he did. I mean, he scored 50 points in a game, and he went off. And it was like, damn, LA went off. But then you get LA in the playoffs, and it's just times where it's just ugly. It's just ugly. And I agree with you. He's one of the top 5 power forwards in the NBA. But how many power forwards really is he better? Like, how many great power forwards are there in the NBA right now? I mean, you have Anthony Davis. I mean, it's just hard for me. I mean, is he better than Jokic, which is a center? Like, he's not better than most centers. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not trying to dog. I don't want to get on here and just dog LA, because I like LA. It's just I don't really have too much faith in LA. LA needs somebody to feed him early and often. He lost his point guard and threw him off a bit. But Wiggins no, I ain't giving him that excuse. He lost his point guard. I ain't giving him that excuse. They fed LA like every trip this season. No, I ain't giving him that. Any news about trading up? I haven't heard anything actually about anything else about us trading up. I'm still waiting for any other news. CG basically messaged me at random, so that's why I get on here at random sometimes. Powell way too old. What y'all talking about? We should re-sign Pau Gasol. Re-sign Pau Gasol? No, dude. You don't re-sign. You don't need to re-sign Pau Gasol. What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? Wolves need experienced vets on the team. LA and Cat make a nice front court. You know what? That's a good point too. That is a good point. They do need that. And I think they really want that 19th and 29th pick. I don't think they're really like keen on the 11th pick. Also, there was an article that came out where people were thinking that they promised Rui Hachimura that they will pick him up, and they basically disputed that and said no, we didn't promise him anything, and they said that we don't promise players. They said that most teams have strategies. That's not their strategy. They don't promise players, so it's not even a guarantee that they were going to even get Rui Hachimura. But even though those reports came out, they said no, we didn't promise him anything. So who knows? Trade LA for Cat. Okay. Messina should stay for a little more. Let Messina do what he want to do. Clan, in the last stream, we were still talking 10 minutes after it ended. You can do that? You can do that for real? I didn't know that. I thought when I turned this off, like, you can't chat no more. Did we work out Rui? Oh, did we? I don't think we did work out Rui. Oh, if you don't click off, that's dope. Yeah, I don't think you can actually. No, he didn't work out for teams. Yeah, I was like, I don't think we worked out Rui Hachimura. Okay. Are we tracking PJ Washington for the draft from Kentucky? I haven't heard anything about PJ Washington. What I've heard is that the Spurs wanted to go for oh, I'm gonna drop my phone. The Spurs wanted to go for Cameron Johnson, 19th. I want Goga. I like Goga too. What? Messina has a 3-year contract, which is the same as Pop's. So maybe he comes back as head coach. I want him for Bud after Pop leaves, though. I want Becky. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm real high on Rui for no reason. I don't think it's no reason. The reason why I'm high on Rui, because a lot of people are like, yo, there's so many better players than Rui. That might be true, but the reason why I'm high on Rui is because, like, I'm just watching his game. He reminds me of kind of like a Paul Millsap, but it's his attitude. It's how he approaches the game and how humble he is. It's something about him where it's like, this dude got Spur written all over him. Even with them saying, asking him who's his favorite team or what team that he look up to or whatever, and he said San Antonio Spurs. I mean, dude is a bona fide Spur. Kind of like how we almost had Kyle Kuzma. You look at Kyle Kuzma and look at the way Kyle Kuzma approached the game. Dude should have been a Spur. And I think the Spurs are also looking at that as well, that they almost had Kyle Kuzma, like this close to having Kyle Kuzma, and Rui looks close. Rui looks like he plays kind of like Kyle Kuzma as well. He's like a Paul Millsap / Kyle Kuzma, in my opinion, just from what I've seen. That's just for me watching him, not me reading an article on him or anything. He seems like a bust. Really? Love this channel. Thanks, Vinny. I really did want to make a platform where like Spurs fans can talk on here, because I remember, man, y'all don't know how much it sucked, or of course you know how much it sucked, but it sucks so much, like being a Spurs fan after Spurs games and then going to like ESPN or like an Instagram page for ESPN or Bleacher Report or something, and they have nothing to say about the Spurs. It is the most irritating stuff ever. I felt that way ever since 2014. Because I created that Instagram maybe before 2014, but in 2014 it was after we won the championship. And what did they talk about after we won the championship? Where is LeBron going next? The whole summer was about LeBron going back to Cleveland, and it had nothing to do with Spurs just winning the NBA Finals by a record margin. No one cared. Yeah, they always sleep on us. Damn right they don't like us. If we take another guard, I'm gonna throw up. I don't really see us taking another guard. I know we worked out some guards with the 19th. I don't see the Spurs doing that. I honestly, y'all, Spurs searching so hard on these power forwards and these big men. I see them going so hard at it. It's making me weary of whether or not LA is even gonna stay. But that's just me. We'll see. We're broccoli. Oh, like what's his face? Shannon Sharp said. Vinny, just stop. Just stop, Vinny. Yeah, hey, I want to talk about something. Can I mention something real quick? I want to mention something real quick. Okay, y'all talking about something else. I want to mention that this is like totally off topic. This has nothing to do with the Al Horford thing. I do want us to get Al Horford, by the way, but that's nothing to do with it. Did y'all hear that LeVar Ball has been banned from ESPN? I'm just gonna give my thoughts on this because I never really just talked to anybody about this. So you did hear it. When and why? Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah. I think he will. He said last year. Oh, okay. Wait, what? I think he will. He said last year he was happy here if they won him. LA did. LA also said that he wanted to go to Trailblazers. Anyway, no. So what happened with LeVar was he was on ESPN, First Take, and he said, what did he say? No. Molly Kiram asked him. She said, "Can I switch gears for you for 1 second and ask you a question?" And he said, "You can switch gears with me anytime." And then Molly Kiram had kind of a facial. You can find this on YouTube, by the way. And she had a facial expression like, "All right." And then she said, "Let's keep this on subject. Let's keep this on task or whatever. Let's keep this on basketball or whatever." And LeVar Ball sat there, and he looked like, you could see his face expression almost like, I didn't mean this. I didn't mean it like that. Can you post it? I posted on my IG story. Oh, you want me to post it like on the YouTube channel? I can. I mean, it's only like 15 seconds long. I mean, I can. But my thoughts on it is this, though. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because I know First Take be striking people that post their stuff, that repost their stuff. But here's the thing, and you can find there's plenty of videos on YouTube about it. My thing with the whole Molly Kiram and First Take thing, I haven't watched First Take ever since Skip Bayless left. And if I'm being completely honest with you, it has to do with Molly Kiram. Because I don't like how she's supposed to be a moderator. She made a joke about going to what? Hour 2? Going to HR. I'm so stupid. I saw HR and I was like, oh, hour, short for hour. I text too much, y'all. I text too much. She made a joke about going to HR. See, she actually did go because now he's not allowed to go on ESPN anymore. And I can care less. I think that it has to do with two things. I think it's one, that incident and Molly, tripping about it. And I think number two is the fact that his son just got put in New Orleans, so they don't really care to hear from him no more. But my thing is this: Molly Kiram brings down that show so much. I'm sorry, like I loved First Take until she got on it, because she doesn't allow the debaters to talk. Oftentimes they'll talk and she'll interrupt. And I'm a Cowboys fan, and I know how crazy our Cowboys can be. But when that incident happened with Zeke Elliott, do you guys remember that Zeke Elliott thing where Zeke, what did they accuse? They didn't accuse him of rape. I don't think it was. They accused him of domestic violence. You remember that? So they accused him of domestic violence, and before any detail came out, she instantly went on television and said, "Yes, the NFL is doing the right thing. They should ban him. They should do this. They should do that to him." And it was like, what the hell did that come from? Because the way she said it was just like so matter of fact, and it was just so irritating to me. And it blew my mind that she felt so strongly about it and didn't know any of the details about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's weird. Let's see. I love Skip Bayless because he's a Spurs and Cowboys fan. Yeah, me too. But Skip always goes too far. That's the only problem with Skip. He goes too far. LeVar Ball is, whoa, what does it say? LeVar Ball is as worthless as a lickless lollipop, and the apple don't fall too far from the tree. That was really messed up, Justin. Now, Justin, you need to take that back. That was really mean. She want to put her female stamp on everything. See, I ain't going there. Because I don't, like, I just think, I just think that if you're a moderator, why are you like interrupting the debaters all the time? And then when she says things, it's not that profound that she had to say that. You know what I mean? Like, it's always irritating with her. Like, I'll tell you somebody who's perfect for television is Joy Taylor. I love Joy Taylor, and she is so non-biased when it comes to things. That's my thing with Molly. I feel like she has something to say, and then when she says it, it's in a very biased way. But then when it came to Joy Taylor, that same incident came up where they were talking about on the show, and they were talking about Zeke Elliott and the domestic accusations, and Joy Taylor, who's a victim of domestic violence, she was a victim of it, and she still kept her head up, because even Skip asked her, he said, you know, you have this platform, say whatever you need to say. And she did not, for once, she did not be biased at all. And that was somebody who I would expect to be a little biased, rightfully so, about it. Just to be one who condemns Zeke for the incident even being, you know, put out there like that, and she didn't do it. So, like, Joy Taylor is the bomb. Like, I love Joy. Like, real talk, I love Joy. But yeah, Molly is the reason I stopped watching, because she's just she has something to say about everything, and it's never good. It's always just annoying. And I don't like Max either. My favorite is Max and Stephen A. Smith. They just be telling. You know what? I don't really like Max. Max is cool, but I mean, I don't know. Molly wants to be seen. Yeah, that's the thing. Molly can't handle just like being a moderator. She needs to, like you said, be seen. She needs to be out there. She needs everyone to look at me. I have something to say. And most of the time when she says something, it's like, why did you say that? You didn't have to say it. Like, if Joy Taylor was on that show, Joy Taylor, honestly, she doesn't have to be a moderator or anything. I would like for, like, I watch Joy Taylor's podcast. I watch Joy Taylor. When she has something to say, I listen, because she is great at what she does. But Molly has this ego thing going on. I don't know. I can't watch First Take, y'all. I can't stand the show, really. And then Stephen A. Smith. I love Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith has become like a caricature of himself. I cannot speak today. He's not even like, he just does his Stephen A. Smithisms now. He doesn't really, I don't know. The first rounders are 2 million each. Y'all are going into some deep conversations. Hold on, I want to get in this. Let's see. Dang, y'all high on Goga. I want Rui too, and I think we should trade up to get him, but I don't know if they will, and if they don't, we go for Goga, in my opinion. Well, someone I know whose dad is a trainer for the Spurs said that the Spurs are going to go after Cameron Johnson with the 19th pick. So we'll see how true that is. Cameron Johnson, I guess Cameron Johnson, only because he's injury prone, probably. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Cameron Johnson, you know, he's a little older, which is good. I think he's 23. He's gonna be a 23-year-old coming out of the draft, which is good. And maybe he'll be a guy who can kind of get implemented pretty fast because of that age. I hate Stephen A. Smith. See, I don't hate Steve. I actually like Stephen A. Smith. I just feel like he's a caricature of himself at this point. He's not really like, you know, I don't know. It doesn't seem, when Stephen A. Smith says things, it doesn't feel genuine anymore. You know what I mean? Like, you listen to Shannon Sharp and Skip, and they do their thing. You know, they have certain personalities, but they always seem kind of genuine. When you listen to Stephen A. Smith, it's not really genuine. I meant that he's taking the spotlight from Lonzo, and Lonzo isn't good as LeVar makes him out to be. Oh yeah, I got what you're saying. Yeah. I think Lonzo is a really good two-way player, but Yeah, he made him out like he was gonna be, Michael Jordan, which wasn't fair to him. Back to these Spurs. Ideal starting lineup next season. Yeah, but not mid-range. Okay. We already have a center coming from overseas. Da, 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 da. Okay. I can give you my thoughts on my starting lineup. My starting lineup for the San Antonio Spurs would be dun, da, da, da. I have Murray at the 2 guard. I have DeMar at the 3. I would have Wiggins at the 4, and I would have Al Horford at the 5. Okay, real talk. It will be Derek White, Murray, DeMar DeRozan, dang, I don't know, y'all. I mean, team we got right now, it would just have to be LA and then Jakob. I mean, it's a good matchup. LA and Jakob is a good lineup. I mean, it really is. Especially Jakob at center. I don't think people give Jakob enough credit at center. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. I think Jakob is a fine player, a very fine player, and a really good defender. But he don't really get a lot of credit. We don't really look at him like that for some reason. Derrick Rose at 1. Derrick Rose? Where'd Derrick Rose come from? Who said we were getting Derrick Rose? Who said we were getting Derrick Rose? Pop will make it work. Yeah, what about Lonnie? Lonnie would just come off the bench. I wouldn't start Lonnie. Starting 5. DJ, DeMar, Rudy, LA, Pirtle. Why not starting unless Pop and RC make some trades or continue to play DeMar out of his natural position? Rudy wants to start. See, that's my thing. I don't think Rudy can start. Ruru. I don't think Rudy can start. It's not a matter of does he want to start or not start. He is injury prone. Okay, Rudy is injury prone, and with the Spurs, they're very cautious on that side. And he did a fine job coming off the bench. I mean, he's not a starting small forward at this point in his career. He's just not. And if you start him too often, he can injure something. He had a lot of knick-knack injuries last season. So yeah, DJ, DeMar, Rudy, LA. I don't know. I would start White. I mean, I don't know why we wouldn't start White. White is a starting point guard. That's what he is. He is a starting point guard. He is the type of guy you want to be in the game from opening tip-off, because that first quarter he might see something that's going to come in handy by the time you get to the fourth quarter. Like he's very in tune with everything. And then starting him along with Murray is pretty nasty because that defense will be sick. Rudy needs to leave. No, Rudy needs to stay. And I can tell you why Rudy needs to stay. Because if you sign Rudy Gay back, you get a mid-level exception in which it will give you more money. If you don't sign Rudy back, you actually have less money than you would have if you just signed him. So I think you need to just sign him back. Because if you don't, basically what you're doing is you're going to be looking for somebody to replace Rudy with the same amount, or with about $9 million. You would need a Rudy replacement for about $9 million. And I don't know if you're going to get an adequate replacement for somebody like Rudy, who's also friends with a lot of people on the team, including your star player. I think you want Rudy on this team. I just don't think he's a starting small forward. That's just me. They are better if he does start, but Pop needs his scoring production on the second unit. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think that's a championship lineup to me. I think that's I don't know. That's like a B class lineup right there. I mean, you just put in Murray, DeRozan, Rudy, LA. Like, we're gonna need one significant change next season for us to be championship contenders. Just one. In the West is wide open. I wouldn't really worry too much about LA, y'all. Honestly, I wouldn't worry about not LaMarcus Aldridge, but Lakers. I worry more about the Clippers than the Lakers. White will play a Manu role. I always thought Lonnie would play the Manu role. Wait, what? That's what I said, and y'all said I was bandwagoning on Derek White starting. I had a dream that I spent a day with the team, and now I'm late for school. That's messed up. Rudy needs to be one of the scorer off the bench. I agree with you. DeJounte starts. Yes, DeJounte and White should start, in my opinion. LA will not resign himself to play center, which is why they are trying to draft a center. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Am I wrong? Am I wrong for being so like critical of LA? I'm really critical of LA, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm really critical of LA. I'm not. I'm not with this LA thing. I've been like this ever since that last game. I mean, in the middle of the game, I went live, and you can go back and watch my live. I was on during the entire. I was on for about 5 hours, and just during the game, I'm like, y'all, LA gotta go. And I said it during the game. I said this guy gotta go, because in that situation, it'll be different. Maybe it'll be different. Maybe if we were going against the Warriors or a championship team, we were still going to. I know the Nuggets were the bomb last year, but at the end of the day, we were still going against an inexperienced team. We were going against an inexperienced team that never been to Game 7, and they looked nervous. And LA looked nervous. And it's just, I can't do it, dog. What? Yeah, I can't do it, dog. I cannot do it. Not wrong. He disappears in the playoffs. It's proven. Yeah, man, I just can't. LA ain't TD. He doesn't want to play center, and that's his right. Pop is trying to surround him with compatible players. I don't know. LA, you right. That was the realest statement ever. LA ain't TD. Damn right. LA is none of Tim Duncan. Nothing. Not an ounce. Not even a microcosm of Tim Duncan. Nothing. Nope, nada. You right. He got no Tim Duncan in him whatsoever. You are right. I can see us winning in 60 games. I could too. I just need to see how our team is set up. I'm excited to watch the growth of the young guns. Yeah, me too. LA needs to play center. I mean, he this year he really had to. I mean, there was no way around it. I mean, they started LA and Jakob, and that worked out pretty well. But it's gonna be points in the game where he has to play center. Like, he's just gonna have to. He did a good job getting boards too. I will give him that. He did a pretty good job getting boards. He was fighting for those boards. LA did well against the Nuggets for the most part. The bench failed the Spurs. Y'all, okay. The bench failed the Spurs, sure. But those are guys that are bench players. They like. It came at a point, like, 'cause I'm thinking Game 7. In Game 7, the Spurs went totally away from certain players. They went away from White. They went away from Marco for the most part. They went away from a lot of players, and Pop kept in a lineup that he was comfortable with for a big chunk of that game, especially the fourth quarter. Big chunk of the fourth quarter. And I didn't really agree with that. I said, yo, White needs to be in this situation, period. I mean, if he's not playing, say White doesn't play and we win Game 7, then we're not winning a championship anyway, because we don't have enough faith to just let White do his thing. And if you don't just put it all out there, then we're not going to have a chance to win anyway. So in that situation, I was like, it doesn't hurt anything playing White. If we play White and lose, so what? I mean, at least he got that experience. But we didn't do that. But anyway, sure, bench let us down. A lot of people let us down. But at the end of the day, it comes down to your leaders. Your leaders have to take you home. DeMar DeRozan did not play well. Fourth quarter, he made some key shots. Really big, long mid-range shot, which was a huge shot. Bryn Forbes made a big shot, and he's not even a star. But you got to look at LA to be one of those guys that make a big difference, and he didn't. He disappeared. He can't just disappear with the bench. If anybody, it needs to be blatantly obvious that the bench let us down. And the only way it can be blatantly obvious if LA did his part too. That's it. I mean, he got manhandled by Jokic. Jokic looked like the veteran, and LA looked like the rookie, second year, third year player. We had a chance to go to the finals and lost it by four points. Okay. Do you think Parker will play any role in the Spurs system? What? Do you think Parker will play any role in the Spurs system? I'm confused. What do you mean? Tony Parker? We had a chance to go to the finals and lost by 4. Wiggins is 25 this year and 44-45 next 2 seasons. Okay. Oh, 33-30. I'm so confused. Oh, you're talking about his money. Yeah, we got that. Need to rebuild some of the bench. Do you think we will lose Forbes? We really don't need to. I mean, Forbes got heart. Like heart. Forbes is going to be one of those players that make the big shot in the biggest of moments. I can see it. He has the attitude, the swagger of it. His very first game 7, he lit a fire under the, like he was killing when it mattered most. I'm just thinking back of some of the like key shots he made where it was like, damn, Forbes is showing up. We ain't never getting Booker. I don't know who said we getting Booker. The Spurs bench is what got the Spurs eliminated. I don't know, man. Marco and failed us versus the Nuggets. Hey, so did LA. We should bench LA then. Cameron, I'm sorry, Crammy. There you go. I mean, honestly, because I mean, I'm not just gonna sit here and blame the bench, because I'm gonna start from the top down, and that's how you should always start, the top down. And you go to the players level, I'm gonna look at my stars, and then I'm gonna look at the role players and the bench and what they did. If the stars showed up, then we're gonna blame the bench. But I can't jump straight to the bench and say they're the reason we lost. Maybe LA as a leader should have set the tone. Maybe you should have set the tone. And if that's not the case, then I mean, you're saying he's just good, so he should just be on the bench. We overpaid Patty. Well, yeah. Yeah, he kind of, because Marco and Davis couldn't hit 3. Davis didn't even play. And Pop bench Davis. Oh, okay, yeah. And Pop bench Davis because of his offensive defense. Davis didn't even play. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, Davis Bertans did not play at all in Game 7. He did not come in once. Yeah, Davis didn't even play. Said Davis not worth $7 million. I mean, he led the league in 3-point percentage most of the years. That worth $7 million? I don't know, but he even thinks he's overpaid. So who knows? Bertans is overpaid. If you look at the caps, he's the top 5 salaries of the cap. Yeah, he is. He's 4th, I think. I think number 1 is it number 1 DeMar? Is it DeMar and then LA, then P, then Davis? Those guys taking up the most money. White was the best player in the playoffs, and he still didn't play in Game 7. Yep. I mean, in the Game 7. I want Rui because those boys from Gonzaga got heart. Yeah, Rui got a lot of heart. That's another thing. He got a lot of heart. Oh, okay, DeMar, LA, Patty, then Davis, and Marco. Okay, yeah. That's why I said Marco. I would trade Marco. I think Davis would be a good. I think teams will actually want Davis Bertans. One problem is him not getting into the All-Star, because I think that will be a little more flashier and help, his what's the word? His value, I guess, a little better. if we get Rui, he will stay with us forever. I think so too. Like, he's a special player, y'all. I'm really praying that we could make him happen with that. This team, man, it's crazy that the draft is tomorrow, y'all. I can't wait. Oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait. Yo, I don't know. I don't know. I'm on keto, but your boy might have to have some alcohol on screen. Might have to have some alcohol on screen. Well, alcohol's low carb. It just depends on what you're getting. Can't have beer or something. That's just gross. Spurs won't get Horford. Yeah, I don't think so either. I'm just saying that's what CG said. Like, y'all, this is the thing. CG hears a lot, so he just tells me the rumors that he's hearing, and oftentimes he's been correct. Like, he's been correct about a lot of stuff. A lot of the stuff that's happening I don't mention it because it's not Spurs related, but a lot of things that happen where we hear things like the CP3 and Harden thing where they're getting into it, he mentioned that like a month ago, that could be a possibility that they could try to trade CP3 because it's getting a little crazy over. Like, he hears things all the time. He works for ESPN or under ESPN, so he hears often like certain stuff that's going on. He's constantly trying to make contacts and networking. So every time he tells me something or tells the other platform something, I'm just like, if it's not Spurs related, I don't really go on here. But if it is Spurs related, I go straight on here and say, hey, he said this. But it's not necessarily like I believe that that's going to happen. It's just that, rumors are rumors for a reason. There's truth somewhere. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes it does happen. But I'm just throwing it out there. So in case it did happen, you would know, you would have at least heard it somewhere. You know what I mean? Love Rui's physicality. Ooh, y'all, my phone is like on 10%. I've been on here almost an hour. But we can give him like 9 million max. You and Kenneth have the same takes. You and Kenneth have the same takes. If you watch college basketball, you would know that Rui beat Zion Williamson and Duke. Yeah, he clutch, man. Tomorrow draft stream. Yeah, I'm streaming. I'm still thinking how I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do it, because obviously I can't like show. I don't think I can. I can't show the live or show the draft, but maybe I can have the sound on in the background or something. I don't know. But we're all watching at the same time. It's not like you got to come here to watch it. I'm sure you guys will watch it. So we'll just watch it together. We need to trade up for Zick. Woo! I don't even know how to say that. I know who you're talking about, though. I don't know how to say his name. Zion's overrated to me, but that's me. Zion isn't... Oh, sorry. Hold on. I'm going to stay on here for like a couple more minutes because my phone is draining. Zion... Like, my opinion on Zion... I don't know if he's necessarily overrated, because everything that people say, maybe not overrated, but overhyped. Yeah, I got you. Because, yeah. Because a lot of things that people are saying about him, they're trying to compare him to LeBron. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a douchebag, because if I'm being completely honest with you, being compared to LeBron, I don't know. For me, it's not really big of a deal. But I don't know. I'm not going to get too into that, because I don't want LeBron lovers to like get on to me about that. But hey, I don't know. His game is pretty awesome, but I'm not sure what his position will be. But maybe he will be a positionless player, kind of like LeBron is. LeBron is a positionless player, so I don't know. Yeah, I think it's overhyped, maybe, but we'll see. He has a great attitude. I give you that. I like his attitude. He seems like a really cool dude. He don't come across as too cocky or too arrogant or anything like that. So he has the right mentality. So he'll be all right. All right, hold on. How much time I got? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get off. I'm gonna need like 2 minutes, and I'm gonna get off. But hey, like you said, y'all, if y'all chat when I leave, you chat when I leave. I didn't know that was a thing, to be honest with you. Also, I need to change this thumbnail, because I did a thumbnail and I was like, damn, I didn't upload the thumbnail I was gonna use. Both were defensive studs in college. The Spurs developed the offensive game. All right, man. Take care. Jeremy Lin got 1 ring. Carmelo got 0. That's messed up. Pray up. We have a good draft. Hey, I'm hyped for it. I'm hyped for it. I want to see a trade. That's what I want. I want to see a trade. 6'6" is basically a 2. 6'6" is a 2. I can do this all day. Yo, me too. I told you one of these streams I was on here for like 5 hours. Unless you're Draymond. Wait, how tall is Draymond? Ain't Draymond like 6'8", 6'9"? Draymond ain't no 6'6", is he? Draymond 6'6". I thought Draymond was like 6'8". Alright, y'all. He's 6'6". Really? Draymond's like 6'7"? He's undersized anyway, though. Alright, predict the future, King Kenneth, and then I'm getting off. 6'8". See, a lot of people saying something different. Jay Crowder is 6'6" and plays the 4. Yeah, Jay Crowder does play the 4 often. He's really a 3, though. Jay Crowder 6'6"? Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. Oop. Alright, I'm in 5%. What's up? What's the future? With the 19 pick 2019 draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Rui Hachimura from Gonzaga. Okay, look, I don't think we're going to get him at the 19th, so you already messed up. Hey, man, just found your channel, subscribe, go Spurs, go. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It seemed like ever since, like, I got 1,000 subs, the algorithm got a little different, so now people can actually see the channel, so that's cool. But yeah, thanks for subscribing, y'all. Thanks for all the love. I wanted to create a Spurs platform where we can actually go in here and talk, because you know the media don't give us any type of attention. But all right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I appreciate, yeah, Bruno looks pretty good. All right, I appreciate the love. I'll give it to you next time. My phone is dying. See you tomorrow. Can't wait for the draft.